Hello, hello, my beautiful Aquarians. Hello, welcome in, welcome back, welcome to my channel. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today, as you know, we are doing your coffee cup and cards. I don't know what the title is as I'm doing this, and you do. So we will be drawing out, or I have drawn out your oracle cards. The Oracle, the Council of Horses Oracle, which I'm going to be using throughout the year of the Fire Horse, as well as two cards from the Starry Beginnings, which is my air sign deck, or the deck that I tend to use for air signs. So first, we're going to get to your coffee cup. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. I really, really appreciate it. If you like my style of reading and you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm a small channel, still growing. And I couldn't do it without all of you. All right, please remember this is a collective reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates for you and leave the rest. All right, let's see what the cup has for you. I just finished Libras, and it was very interesting. It was a different cup than I've ever seen, and yours is similar. I don't know if you have Libra placements or a prominent Libra in your life, but you may want to take a look at that. Libra's whole bottom of their cup was full of the grounds. That's never ever happened since I've been doing this. Yours isn't totally full. Yours looks almost like maybe a yin yang there with the black and white. Look at that. All right, let's see what we have. Aquarius. Okay. I see a person like dancing, but kicking their foot like super high up. Like a, what do you call it? Like the Rockettes in New York City. That's one of their signature things, is all kicking their feet up at the same time. So kicking your foot up, kicking your feet up. It's a lighthearted feeling. It's a feeling of performing. I don't know if any of you are in the arts or if you perform on stage or anything like that, but it feels similar to that. Okay, and then we have a group huddle. A group huddle, that's what's here. It's a group huddle. So I don't know, I mean, huddles are like football. But some jobs you have a morning huddle, where you talk about the day. There's something about people huddling together. I don't know why they're giving me that wording. I love to read the comments, would love to know if that means something to you, something about huddling together. Well, wait a minute. Okay, so is there some saying about the Statue of Liberty that says something about huddling together, and then I just said New York City Rockette? I don't know. Okay, so there could be some sort of New York connection for you. For some of you, obviously that's not going to be for all of you. For some of you, it's just going to be the dancing, the kicking up. For some of you, the huddle may mean something. For some of you, it's going to be New York or New York City. Okay, thank you, Spirit. I see a jellyfish. There's a jellyfish quite prominently here, all of its legs going down. I think you can see that. I don't know if some of you, I don't know what that would possibly mean. I don't know a lot about jellyfish. So whoever that has meaning for, I would love it if you would comment and let me know. Jellyfish. They sting. They're beautiful. They can, I don't know. They're hazardous. They're in the ocean. I don't know. Jellyfish. Okay, we'll have to see what else comes out. Right on top of the jellyfish, I see a turtle. So turtles are slow. I don't know what this means, Spirit. I get frustrated sometimes. I know I can't, because they can't, possibly give me, a whole hour of messages for one person. So they give me these little snippets, and it's to let you know that the message is for you, the reading is for you. Turtles. Okay, let's see. What? Dog bones I'm hearing. Dog bones. right here. 1, 2, 3. Dog bones. They're snack dog bones, you know, like milk bone biscuits. I don't know if that means something to anybody, but I have to give you what they give me. I have no control over the messages that come in. All right, let's see. So weird. I'm seeing a flower in a like a potted flower, like a plant pot with a flower, like one flower. It could be an orchid. One flower that grows up from a planted pot, like a sunflower, an orchid, something like that. I see a person with a frowny face. I'm trying to see what that could be about. Person with a frowny face. Okay, behind them, like behind their head, it looks like a mouth, like somebody talking, like a mouth with some words coming out, and the person is frowning. You could, Aquarius, been having a conversation with somebody, and you don't like it, or it's upsetting, or somebody could be saying things behind your back, because that's kind of what it looks like. Is one person frowning and the other person kind of gossiping. Oh my gosh, just a red flag, something Spirit wants you to be aware of. Okay, be aware if you're getting the feeling that somebody is talking out of turn or saying something about you. Nip it in the bud, they're saying. Nip it in the bud. So you may have to have a conversation about that. They're literally showing me people landing on a cloud. Landing on a cloud. Now that can refer to meditation, astral travel, something like that. Something where you feel like you're on a cloud. And then I'm hearing cloud 9. Cloud 9 is happiness, right? People landing on a cloud, meditation, astral travel, or super happy. I see somebody shooting a gun. Right here. There's a person, they're shooting gun. I see what's coming out of the gun. Maybe target practice, I hope. I hope it's, you know, target practice or something like that. Maybe it's a Nerf gun, paintball, something like that. I don't get any type of sinister feeling from that message. Just some sort of playful, you know, target practice or paintball or something like that. Love to have people let me know in the comments how things resonate. It's the only confirmation you get when you're an online, when you do readings online, is if people comment and let you know. Okay, let's look at the bottom. Okay, Spirit. Something has 4 parts. There's 4 parts to something. I don't know if that means four steps or 4 levels. There's something about 4 parts. There's 4 parts to it. Somebody is thinking, analyzing, overthinking. Something about really thinking. Thinking. Be careful not to overanalyze. I know, you know, Aquarians, you're very intelligent. And sometimes when we overanalyze, we get stuck, right? We can't move on. All right, let's see what the plate has. Similar to Libra, where everything on the plate was spread out, like things were clearing up. Oh my gosh, come on. Sorry. You had a little, yours wasn't quite as muddy in the bottom as Libra's, but it was muddy. Okay, so let's see what your plate has. Here's the overview. right. Whoops. Okay, Spirit. What do we have here? I see another person thinking up here. Right around his head is like a bubble. He's overthinking, Aquarius. That's a message too, like that. What did you have? Did I? Oh, I haven't done that yet. Okay, we'll see if it matches up. All right. Overthinking. I see overthinking, and then over here I see meditating. Not a lot in the plate. They're not giving me a lot. I see a corn stalk, like a stalk of corn growing. I don't know what that means to anybody. They only point out what they want me to say, so it means something to someone. What is the corn state? Is it Idaho? Is that what it is? No, Idaho is Iowa. Idaho is potatoes. Is Iowa the corn state? I don't know. Jeepers creepers. I'm geographically challenged, guys. I'm really bad at that. All right, well, not much coming out in the plate for you, Aquarius, but there was plenty in the cup. Anything else, Spirit? Back to that thinking person again, the overthinking. All right, maybe that was the main message they wanted to get across to you, was, to stop overthinking everything. All right, let me take a sip of water. My throat suddenly hurts a little. Okay. All right. From the Council of Horses, Libra got this card as well. They got 3 horse cards. If you have Libra placements, you may want to watch that one. Red Bear. And this was the first time I pulled that, or the first time Spirit gave it to us, was in that Libra reading, and this is the second. Red Bear. And there are 40 cards in there. And I shuffle, think about your energy, Aquarius energy, and out it came. So it's a beautiful chestnut horse kind of walking through the woods. Patience is a virtue. Turn inward to open outward. It takes the time it takes. Hibernation. Don't rush. The wisdom and the way will be revealed. Your true self knows how to navigate through the forests of domesticity. So at home, you know how to navigate the things at home. Can you extend yourself the courtesy of patience? Where do you most need to do so, Aquarius? Do you allow things to take the time they need to take? Are you getting the rest you need? And if not, what is getting in the way? So think about resting, right? Think about being patient with you and others. The invitation. You don't have to work hard to find the answers. Let the world around you and within you inform you. Beautiful message there. Yeah, you may have to have some patience when it comes to the navigating all of that overthinking, and of course now I can't think what was in there. But yeah, it's just gone right out of my head because I'm in channel mode. Okay, the Starry Beginnings deck, you have 32, which is a 5, and 5s are change. All is at your fingertips, Aquarius. What has been created by one can be had by all. This is a reminder that we are a collective. The energy that we put out goes to all of us, including ourselves, right? And we can take in the energy that others are putting out. That's why it is so important to try to stay positive as much as we can. I just heard another reader saying that, but I can't remember who it was. 35 is an 8. 8s are mastery and infinity. Let go of a fixed plan. Allow for spontaneity and growth. And there is your reminder about not overthinking everything, not overthinking and overplanning and, and all of that. You need to let go of that. Allow the spontaneity to come in, right? Sometimes you need to have a whole day that you have no plans and you just let that day unfold as it will. Let that day unfold as it will. I'm looking at the cup and I'm like, oh yeah, the huddle, right? And yeah, I can't, it's so weird because when I'm in channel mode and Spirit is giving me these messages or any messages, sometimes when I try to remember what I said or think back to it, I can't because it's already been said. It's already out there. I don't need it now. Okay, Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. I just saw your card when I cut the deck to shuffle it. All right, let's see what the tarot has to add to those messages. Yeah. Have patience. Allows for spontaneity. That's a biggie. Four of Pentacles. What do you keep and what do you give? Eight of Wands, hitting the mark, hitting the bullseye, hitting the target. Very fast-moving energy with that card. Yeah, because you have everything you need to create the life that you want. Everything is at your fingertips, and any success that's out there in the world can be had by all. We just have to keep our vibrations clean, right? Yeah. Oh, for goodness sakes. Hang on to the cards. Ooh, trying to go to a new place, dragging your old baggage, Aquarius. I feel like you've had that message a few times. Ooh, Leo energy right there. All right. Let's take these in the order in which they came. Leo energy, Taurus energy. Okay. So the Four of Pentacles, this is your time, your energy, your effort, your money, right? Fours are stability or stagnation. There's a balance because money is energy and we want energy to flow, right? We want money to flow in and flow out. We make money, we buy things, right? We buy services, what have you. When you hold it onto it too long, like if he snaps that box shut and holds onto it, just like that Bible story about the woman who, I don't know if I'm going to get this right. He gave a coin to 3 different people. One person buried it, one person invested it, and one person did something else. Anyway, you get the picture. Like, he was proud of the person who invested it or gave it to another, not the person who buried it and held on to it and didn't do anything with it. You're just burying the energy. Gosh, now I feel like I have to look up that because I'm forgetting the story. I used to know it better than this. All right, so Four of Pentacles. What do you keep? What do you give? Don't deplete your own energy for somebody else, but also by the same token, don't hold back either because then you stagnate. There we go. Eight of Wands, fast-moving action. Those wands are flying through the air. The sun, it's bright, it's beautiful, it's positive. You're going to hit your bullseye, whatever it is you have your eye on. This year of the fire horse is going to be big, right? So make sure that you have your vision clear, your vision board clear. Make sure that your order to the universe is clear. Queen of Cups. So this is the feminine energy, top of the suit of cups. She is in full control of her emotions. She is very loyal, right? The 2 dogs signifying loyalty. She's just gliding across there with her cup and her flowers, ready to show you her love and loyalty, right? Queen of Cups, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Sorry. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy there in that card. But having your emotions under control, right? You don't want to be flying off the handle and you don't want to be crying into your pillow, right? So balancing and controlling your emotions, Aquarius. Then you have the Hierophant. This is number 5. Fives are change. This is your second 5 in the reading. This is Taurus energy. If you have prominent Taurus placement, this is just telling you this is your reading. But this card represents traditions, family traditions, religious beliefs, what we've been told, what we've grown up with. Sometimes we want to stick to those traditions and religions, and sometimes we want to break from it. I tend to think when we get this card, because it's a 5, that it's breaking from tradition, doing things your own way, being your own person, right? It can also be about wisdom, teaching, and learning, right? Wisdom, teaching, and learning. But I really feel that this has more to do with being yourself, right? If you're a tarot reader and you haven't dared to tell anybody, I was that for a while, and now I don't care who knows. You know, maybe it's time to let the cat out of the bag. Yeah, because you can't go to the bright future while you're hauling around the darkness, right? You got to get rid of the weeds and those old swords. This 6s are harmony, but you can't have harmony when you're dragging old baggage with you, right? Trying to get to a new place, trying to get to the sunny, bright place, but you've got these things behind you, holding you back and holding you down, right? Swords are communication, and so they're communication with yourself, your thoughts, right? Your thoughts, other people's thoughts and opinions, let it go. Let it go, right? Be who you want to be. Be who you truly are. Don't be afraid of it. Then you have Leo energy here with strength, okay? So this card is about inner strength. It's about reining it in. It's about, this has a similar message to this card where I said, don't fly off the handle, but don't be a doormat, or something similar. Like she's in control of her emotions. This is the same message, right? She is in control of what she's doing. She's holding the chain loosely around the lion, not letting the lion burst forward. If you have Leo placements, this could just be telling you that this is your reading. But it looks like, Aquarius, that you're going to have to practice some constraint, right? Allow for some spontaneity. Understand that everything is at your fingertips and you create your own reality, your own world. I know that's hard to hear, but that's the truth, right? And then Red Bear, patience is a virtue. So some patience may be called for when you need to hold your tongue, I'm hearing, okay? But remember, balance. I also said it with this card, right? Balancing. Not over giving, but not keeping it back. So you have a lot of messages of balancing, Aquarius, in this one. But I hope this has helped. I truly do. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting my channel. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.